Yo, what's up? What's up? Today is the 7th of January 2026, and as you can see, today we took a loss. It was a stupid loss, and I'll let you know why in a sec. This was my idea, right? Initially. So, uh, in a minute, I'm about to show you on the chart on Nasdaq here, but I wanna let you see which was my sorry, I spoiled the trade, which was my idea, right? My idea was bullish, 100% bullish, even if I took a short, but I'll explain it later. My idea was to took a long, to go take out London high, Asia high, buy side liquidity, and on Nasdaq, cause on the S&P we are on like all-time high right now, right? At the moment of recording, we are in all-time high. If we go see and we go one day, we are all-time high here, right? So my idea was make some sort of manipulation. We were inside of 4 hour 4 hour gap, so item frame POI. I would expect to take out this 15-minute low at least, and on ES or S&P it was this one, and making maybe an SMT here and then go higher, right? This was my idea. I lost more or less 6800, not 6800, 600, kinda 700, but I'll let you know after why I lost this much, right? So let's begin with the trade recap. We go directly on Nasdaq. So, um, at the moment of pre-market session, we were below this high, right? And to me, was the drawn liquidity of the day. So I scaled down to 4 hour and I looked right there. At the moment of recording, we were here, more or less. No, in this candle, we were in this candle, more or less, right there, right? So I said, okay, we have this high that could be our last drawn liquidity, the item frame drawn liquidity. Um, we were inside here for hour. We wasn't right inside, but in 1 hour we were inside a big fair value gap, right? This was our bullish fair value gap. Okay, so at this moment, in the past couple of days, we manipulate lower, invert this gap, retest it, and go higher. So my take in this one was, okay, we need to go higher. 100% we go higher, right? So at this moment, I saw this kind of shitty price action during Asia and London session. We here from the open of the day, we went straight to this 1 hour gap, bounce it off, right? So my idea, as I said before, was to take a long. Why? We were inside an item frame, point of interest. We had buy side liquidity right there, and what else? We have high time frame buy side liquidity up there. So my conviction was pretty high to go high. Okay, sorry for the double words. Then I switched to 15-minute, and as you can see in 15-minute we have another MMX buy model, right? Let me explain what MMX buy model is. So we have our buy side liquidity. I don't have a D1, so we have this buy side liquidity right there, here. Okay, so price do its things. We generate liquidity, highs, lows, and shit, right? And then what we do, this, okay, is really bad, but I hope you get the idea, right? The best setup because this is the sell side of the curve and this is the buy side of the curve. The best setup, in my opinion, and is the kind of like setup that I trade, is to have this I time frame point, I time frame point of interest, right? So what we do, we tapped inside this high time frame one time here. Then what we do, we swap this. We hope to find some gap that gets inversed. So let's use this color. We inverse this gap. We enter our position after we after we invert the gap. You can enter either when the inversion happened or on the retest, and what you target all those low resistance liquidity here, and last take profit we take buy side liquidity. Okay, this is why the let me text it, MMX and by model. Okay, this is the MMX by model. So keeping in mind this, right, so we can delete this and go to our trade. So we're going 1 minute. What we see, let's mark out market open. Where's market open? Here, market open. Inside of this, what we see that we went to rebalance this little gap that has been formed, and then we reject it with a strong move straight to our buy side liquidity, right? So at this point I said, like, okay, the ways are two. First one, I call it a day and I stopped trading for the day, which was later on, which was maybe the best opinion. Second guess was, okay, let's give the price time to develop some transaction after taking buy side liquidity, and understand where price want to go right now. Okay, so if you go in a 5 minute, we saw this, and this, my opinion, was another time 100% my fault, right? Because we put this kind of dodgy candle in the 5 minute, so I dropped to 1. Yeah, I dropped to 3 minute before, but like in 3 minute, if you go to see in 3 minute, there was nothing, right? There was nothing. So in terms of place to rebalance, we had this, which was a 5 minute, and we add this, which was a 15 minute. Okay, so my idea was, right, we push higher to get buy side liquidity, so now at least I want to see some type of retracement, at least at the 50% of the range, right? Because price moved to create liquidity, seek liquidity, and rebalance, right? Liquidity or price lag. So in this case, I said, like, okay, we went straight up. It's possible to see some type of like retracement, and this was my idea. So we went higher. This fair value didn't get inverted, so okay, nothing. We push higher past this, we close above this high, so I said, okay, let's see. We create this 1 minute inversion, this 1 minute fair value gap, sorry, then we get the inversion, okay, and I say, okay, let me try this. So the original idea was this trade right there, right, at 1 to 1, taking out 180% of the position. So here, what happens even this time is I press sell right there and I got filled here. What the fuck? Okay, so my bad risk to reward and shit. What happened? I got stopped out. Easy peasy. I got stopped out. I got stopped out. Yeah, let's say that at 10 a.m. we had news. So at 4 my time we had news here, and as you can see, news was bearish for us. In the time that the data came out was bearish, right? If you go to see Forex Factory, we see that where is here was bearish for the dollar, so bearish even for the Nasdaq. But yeah, it is what it is. Then price continued to trade higher to take this external high first, which was our buy side, and we took even the high time frame buy side liquidity here. So next draw will be those. Let me put those in black. Why is not black? I told you black. Okay, right? So next liquidity pool, this one. So that's it for the day. Pretty stupid trade today. I took a pretty undecent trade. I was about to set TP right there at this 3-minute unfill, and yeah. So right now we are down almost 1k, and my goal, like the max drawdown you can have in funded next account, is 2000 for the 50k. So we halfway through it, and yeah, we already logged the trade. Didn't respect all my rule, and we had no SMT. And I want to say one thing, right? I'm kinda recognize like a pattern inside my head. Like I'm trading without the first rule that I have, which is high time frame point of interest getting hit, or buy side liquidity, sell side liquidity, Asia high, Asia low, London high, London low, getting swept. Alright, I see that without this type of confluence, I'm not getting decent trade. If you go to see on my trade, where is okay, as I said, if we go to see some of my past trade, you see that we put SMT with what previous day low here, or maybe another one. Let's see and take this one. What we have SMT inside 1 hour fair value gap, right? So I'm starting to recognize that if I take the trade without item frame sweep or point of interest edit, right, I'm not getting good setup. So maybe I'm gonna focus on this one for the next 2 trades. Talking about trading day, tomorrow we have unemployment claims at 8:30 a.m. and Friday we have all bunch of news. I don't think I'm gonna trade on Friday. Let's see tomorrow if price action is good. I wanna call it here a week, right? But I wanna see price action of tomorrow and Friday. See what kind of like um, type of price action we have, and if we get some good setup. That's it. Thank you so much, guys, for listening. Thank you so much, guys, for take this 15 minutes of your life and see my very shitty idea. And oh, one last thing, a really good setup would be this one. To take this long would be market open, low, high, low, and then go with what? With an SMT maybe here. This was my idea at the in the pre-market time, right? This was my idea. Taking the long here with the maybe yeah, like if the SMT appears here, maybe take a long here. In this case, right there, first TP, first high time frame TP and last time frame TP. So yeah, that's it. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning with me. From HRR is all. Hope you're doing great. Have a nice day. Hope to see you tomorrow with a win, dog.